So I'm going to explain why it is like this, but it is actually quite simple since air coaster has the least damping coefficient and Cloud Riders has the most damping coefficient but the least spring constant, since in the equation it is spring coefficient multiplied by mass in square root. So the bigger the spring constant is, then the value is the highest. Air coaster has the highest, so it's quite logical. It is that way. So let's head to the problem 2. The initial. So problem 2 is for analyzing the suspension system for STT under severe terrain. So it is more than just making the mathematical models. In this problem, the intention is to ensure the STT suspension system can protect the satellite under severe terrain conditions by evaluating the performance of different shocks using maths modeling and differential equations. The initial thinking is the given parameters, like the force function, there's an excitation force here, 200 sin 40 multiplied by n. Initial condition of x 0 and x absent 0 to x absent means the velocity of the displacement and the mass of the loaded trailer too. And the shock specs are still the same. And for the idealization, since in this problem, I have to solve not just the shock absorbers in the steady state, but there's also the excitation force, and there's a time function too, means it is transient, not steady. No, I mean, it is not a fixed system, but a moving system. So the equation is also become a second order, but it still assumed that the spring mass damper system is linear since the value given is not changing with time. The initial parameter is not changing, but there's a time function. And ignore non-linearities and the higher order effects. Since, like I said earlier, I only focus on the second order differential for this problem, since it involves velocity. So the higher order effects are also neglected. The mathematical models also using the second order differential, and with excitation force. And for instruction, since I'm going to solve these differential equations, I'm going to use the ODE solver. In MATLAB, there's an ODE solver, which as simple as calling the function ODE45. First, I have to define the parameter first, then the initial parameters, and the given situation, like the excitation forcing function with the time function in it. And also I have to input the mathematical models of the ODE and the initial conditions. To solve the ODE, like I said earlier, in MATLAB, there's an ODE solver, ODE45. And after that, I can plot the solutions. And that's going to solve the sub-question 1. And for sub-question 2, I must find the maximum and minimum displacement for each suspension system. So in the MATLAB calculation, I've made the MATLAB. I've ordered the MATLAB to count all of the tree simultaneously. So I've plotted the table too. We can see the maximum displacement and the minimal displacement of each of the shock absorbers. We can see air coaster has the highest displacement both in maximum and minimum, and the only shock absorbers to have the minimum value, since like previously we have count the critical damped value. There should be the graph for it. So for shock 1, the given damping is lower than the critical damped. Shock number 1 is air coaster. Shock number 2 is the cloud riders, and shock 3 is extreme shocks. So shock number 2 has the given damping higher than critically damped, and shock number 3 has almost the same value between critical damping and given damping. So it means shock number 1 is underdamped, shock number 2 is overdamped, and shock number 3 is optimal, since the given damping is very close to the critically damped value. The beta crit, like I've calculated earlier, this is the critically damped values. And for the extreme shock, it is very close to the value of the damping coefficient. That's the reason why extreme shocks is the most optimum among those three. And that's also explain why the displacement for extreme shocks is also the lowest. And for these reasons, I can also answer the number 2 sub-question C, determine the best shock for suspension system. So since the extreme shock is optimally damped, and also we can see that the displacement of extreme shock is the lowest among all of these three. Here the graph. We can also see the displacement versus time graph for each different shocks. We can see that extreme shock has the lowest displacement and the least changing one. Actually, the least changing one is cloud riders, but extreme shock has lower displacement than cloud riders. And air coasters, definitely not recommended since it is very unstable. It is low height and low again, even reaching the negative value. So the best shock is extreme shocks. And for sub-question 2D, for the recommended shocks, which mean the extreme shock, I have to solve the associated homogeneous equation and identify both the time-sign solution and steady-state solution in the solution. And also plot to compare it. For this problem, I've prepared it to my codings, since this is about the transient solution. Transient solution means that the system of the spring is moving. Since this of a trailer, a vehicle, it is moving. That's what we call transient state. And in this state, I just going to run it first. Then voila, for the extreme shocks, this is the displacement versus time graph earlier, but in the single plot. Is already plotted. The transient solution is in a zero displacement. For the first time I work on this, I was confused, but so I also tried the script for the undershock specification, air coaster, the unstable one, and here's what I found. I accidentally run it earlier. This for air coaster, we can see that the transient solution is still zero. And now I understand that the reason why the transient solution is zero, since, like I said earlier, transient means it's moving, so there's a velocity in it. The solution is the second order differential. The reason why it is zero, well, we can track the coding. We can see the ODE for the transient solution is the solution for the ODE second order. That is also, since it is already a second order, it is getting differential, and the critical value, the peak is a zero gradient. That's the reason why it is equal to zero, like in the question number 1, the first order is equal to zero. That's why a transient solution has the graph of zero displacement too. So that means the spring performance in the transient and steady state solution, it is